Hello Aries, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awakened Healings with Jess. So May is upon us now. This will be your monthly reading for May, and I'm excited about it because the month of April was very challenging for many of the signs, and mostly everybody is going through major changes, major transformations. A lot of folks were ending karmic cycles. Let's adjust here. Ending karmic cycles, karmic relationships, and just starting new cycles. So that's where we're at right now. And this is a big cosmic shift that we're all experiencing. So this is all over the collective where, many of us are starting new beginnings, new chapters in our lives. So with Taurus, upon us, Taurus season upon us, this will be a very calming, grounding period for us. We just closed up the Aries season, which was fire energy. Taurus is feminine, earth energy. It's very stabilizing, very grounding, very structured. It is a beautiful, soft energy. So I think this is exactly what we need to help us sort of settle into the new that our lives are now experiencing, okay? But before we begin, join me please in creating sacred space. I'm going to use my Tibetan singing bowl, and we'll take some cleansing breaths and get connected, okay? Here we go. Okay, great, thank you. So like I was saying, we are in Taurus season, and the energy here is very supportive and conducive to helping us build up what Aries kind of tore down. April was a very big transformative month. We had the new moon in Aries, which was on the 5th of April, and that was very potent. That was a pretty strong one. We also had the two full moons in Libra, the one in March, and then the one that we just completed last Friday, the 20th of April. So we had a full lunar cycle to really focus on our relationships. All relationships, from romantic relationships, familial friendships, business partnerships, things of that nature. So we had a lunar cycle to really examine the people in our lives and to assess, if certain people needed to still be in our lives or if people had to be let go or released. So I know a lot of people have been, messaging me and talking about some of the challenges that they faced during that lunar cycle, and then, amplified with the Aries new moon, because that was a really strong one, very emotional. That did clean a lot out. It did resulted in a lot of purging, But, all this is happening for a reason. All this is in divine timing, and like I said, a lot of us are really ending those karmic cycles, or just ending cycles in general, which means that all of those timelines that we had already pre-planned or had already laid out, all those timelines are now crumbling and falling away because new timelines are being written, new timelines are being formed, and that's part of the up-leveling process. That's part of the start of this new cycle that many of us are beginning. All of the signs, I want to say, had either the Wheel of Fortune or the Wheel of Change, or the Death card, which is transformations, or the Tower, which is major transformations, which means everything in your world is being broken down so that way you can have sort of a phoenix rising type moment. So a lot of the signs saw variations of those situations rising up in their readings, and it's not surprising with the cosmology that's going on. Uranus just recently moved into Taurus, and it's going to sit there until 2026. Uranus is the planet of transformation. It's also nicknamed as the planet of reawakening or awakenings. So with that energy, many of us are feeling called to really conduct life reviews for ourselves, you know, assess what's working, what's not, maybe take some of those leaps of faith, and start new projects, new business ventures, you know, call in new people, things of that nature. So yeah, astrology wise for the month of May, there's going to be a lot going on. On the 4th of May, we have the new moon in Taurus, and speaking of leap of faith, that is sort of what that new moon is going to represent, is taking that leap of faith. Like I said, a lot of our timelines have collapsed. A lot of us are closing up old karmic cycles and ending, you know, some major chapters in our lives. And now we're starting fresh, we're starting new. Everything has been leveled, literally leveled to the ground, so that way we can rebuild, restructure, replant some seeds, or plant some seeds and see what comes out. Taurus is really going to be about new growth, new opportunities, new expansion within our minds and within our spirituality. We're going to be calling in new people. We're going to be expressing ourselves in new ways. Taurus also governs the throat area, so many of us will feel called to work on our throat chakras. You know, if you're having trouble communicating your ideas or speaking your truth, or you're just feeling blocked, maybe you should do some chakra work around the throat area, because Taurus does govern the throat area. So also, what else is going on? On the 6th, Mercury moves into Taurus as well. So we'll have softer conversations, less explosive and less passionate. Because right now, let's see, yeah, right now Mars is still in Gemini. So there is sort of that quick-witted cleverness to our conversations. But now that Aries has ended, you know, we're transitioning into Taurus. Our conversations were pretty passionate and ignited right around the full moon, but now it's going to have more of a softening effect. Okay, so it might be easier for us to express ourselves and be a little bit more diplomatic and tactful with how we convey our ideas. What else? On the 15th of May, Venus moves into Taurus as well. Right now, Taurus is in Aries, and right now, Venus is in Aries, and it's giving our relationships a bit of an impulsiveness to them, sort of like an enjoy the chase type energy. You know, Aries is all about the chase, and it likes that excitement, and it's very explosive, very excitable, very spontaneous. But Venus will soon be transitioning on the 6th into Taurus, and it's going to have a little bit more gentle feel for our romantic relationships, and it's going to be less impulsive, more grounded, maybe more focused on the home, family, stabilizing energy, things of that nature. What else? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. There's a lot going on. 18th of May, we have the full moon that will be in Scorpio, so that should be pretty interesting. And then on the 21st of May, we go into Gemini. So yeah, lots going on. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you all, those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I like to use several decks. I start off with the Osho Zen Tarot deck, and then right now I'm feeling compelled to, or called to, clarify with the regular Rider-Waite Tarot. And then I do a series of oracle cards to include the shamanic oracle deck. Stay tuned for that, because the messages that come out from the shamanic oracle are usually like the meat or the soul of the reading. And that's probably where you're going to find some of your answers and guidance to some of your questions, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, right off the bat, I'm sorry. Where did the card go? Sorry, that was very excitable. Healing. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right, considering all the changes that everyone's making right now in their lives. A lot of healing is needed right now, and with Taurus energy, it's perfect, you know, to do that. We have the Dream, 6 of Water. Okay, and healing is the king of water. So could be looked upon as the King of Cups and the Six of Cups, sort of, you know? But yeah, so healing is definitely required right now. Soothe our souls, sort of soothe the new changes that happened in our lives, and allow ourselves to settle into what will be the newness of our lives. And Taurus is going to have a rebuilding effect for many of us. Silence. Okay, this is the 17 card. This is a major arcana, and it came in reversed. So right now is a perfect time not only to heal, but to go within. Settle down, settle our minds, accept the changes that have happened, especially if they were difficult or challenging, and align yourselves with the divine. Become meditative, more prayerful, so that way you can hear those messages and receive the guidance and inspiration that you need to move forward in your new chapter, okay? But this is definitely a period of, you know, introspection and being in touch with your emotions. We have traveling. This is the 8 of fire. Okay, and when traveling comes out, this is more about a spiritual journey. It's more about where you're going in your life. Literally, perhaps this could also mean a move. Maybe you're moving residences, new apartment, new house. Maybe you're moving neighborhoods, new cities, or maybe to a new state. Maybe you're making the big move overseas or something. But usually when this card comes up and it is reversed, this is about personal growth. Okay? And then the 5th card that came in is the Miser. This is the 4 of rainbows. And the Miser is all about clinging to the past. So, let's see what we have. Bottom of the deck is intensity. This is the Knight of Fire. So this is fast-moving energy, which means that all of this that's happening, the new changes are going to be happening swiftly. They're going to be coming in and settling, and you won't feel so discombobulated or topsy-turvy or, you know, foggy-headed or anything like that. But yeah, this right now is central to your reading is healing. And when the dream came up, this is about those of you thinking about the ideal relationship. This card shows a young woman dreaming about what she perceives as the perfect relationship. And this card is telling us that we can't seek external validation or external happiness or fulfillment from someone else. We can't have a relationship fill that gap or that void that's in our heart. We have to be able to fill that for ourselves. Okay? It's sort of like that saying, you have to fill your cup first before you can serve others. And when you serve others, it has to come from your overflow. This is exactly what this card symbolizes, is serving from your overflow. So you have to fulfill yourself first. You have to heal yourself first before you can give to others. Okay, so this is about doing the work. And the silence card came up reversed. So I feel like right now, Aries, many of you may not be so still in your mind and may still be up here, you know, in your logical mind, trying to analyze your way out of a situation or to maybe make sense of what's happened. But you can't use your analytical mind, you know, when it comes to changes like this. All you're going to do is end up blocking yourself. You're going to end up blocking abundance. You're going to block your manifestation powers. And what you're trying to co-create and call in is not going to come in correctly, or it may be delayed or just flat out blocked altogether. So you are definitely up leveling. This is a spiritual journey for you right now at this moment. And it's reversed, so I feel like there's some challenges here. But yeah, it's all right here is what I'm understanding, because when the miser comes in as well, this is about clinging to the past. You know, this card shows, let me hold it upright, shows a woman who is dressed in all of her finery, and she's clinging on to trinkets, jewelry, antique items, baubles that she valued once in her life, and maybe they were valuable, but you know, when she's clinging to them and you know, can't let them go, they tend to lose the value. And that's the message of the card, is when you are clinging to memories, clinging to old habits, clinging to an old way of life, clinging to people who aren't serving your highest good, it's not adding value to your life, because you're clinging from an energy of fear. Okay? And when you're fearful and when you're clinging, you are closing yourself off from receiving abundance. Okay? Let's pull some cards. Let's pull some clarifiers and see what we get. I'm curious to see what the past is, and also what this traveling card is. Okay, so let's pull some clarifiers for the miser. Okay, came up 5 of Pentacles for the miser. Okay, so this means that you're going to be experiencing a release. 5 of Pentacles reversed means that you will no longer be out in the cold, or if you've pushed someone away from you, that someone may be coming back in, or yeah, that someone may be coming back in, maybe to give you a message, maybe to provide you with clarifying answers, but you know, you're gonna have a release, okay, around that clinging to the past. So the dream is about self-fulfillment. Yep. So you're dealing with endings, okay? And the swords, the 10 of Swords came in reversed, which is a good thing, because 10s mean completion, but upside down, all these swords are going to start to fall out, okay? So you are going to have some relief here. You did have an ending, because upright, this is about endings that weren't easy. They were very painful. And I can see right now why we have the healing card central to your reading, and why we have the silence card, which talks about turning within. This complements the healing card. This is all about connecting with the divine. This is all about listening to your spiritual downloads, becoming more prayerful, more meditative, more self-aware, and you know, really just becoming more involved in your healing process. So the traveling card, yeah, well, you have the star, okay? Came in reversed. So this is, when it's upright, this is all about spiritual enlightenment. You know, this is all about divine timing and being guided by your spirit guides and your guardian angels. You are being looked over right now. It may not feel like it. You know, there's a lot of healing going on. But the fact that the star came out, even though it came in reverse, but the fact that it's here is a head nod letting you know, Aries, that this is all in divine timing and you are definitely on the right path, but don't block it, okay? I feel like perhaps you're struggling with the changes that are happening, and maybe being resistant. Maybe you're fearful of letting go of the past. A lot of people don't deal with change very well, so that could be something that's going on here as well. But it's all about flowing. There's a lot of water energy here in your reading, which is a good thing. Water, you know, it has a very cleansing, purifying effect, and you just need to flow. Flow with the changes. Don't resist, which I know is easier said than done, but do your best to not resist and allow this cycle to start. I feel like right now you're sort of in an in-between period, because I'm not seeing anything that's action oriented. I'm seeing a lot of quiet time, sort of stopping in place, settling in place, being more present, being more mindful, and allowing these completions to end, okay? Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the moon. So this is all about tapping into your intuition, okay? This is the Pisces card, and Pisces are the most psychic signs of the zodiac, and this is here to let you know you gotta trust your intuition, trust what's in your heart, and to lead from your heart, not so much from your mind, because when you're up here, that's when you're really gonna trip yourself up. Okay, so let's pull some theme cards and get some themes that you all are going to be working on for the month. This is the Oracle of the Goddess, Oracle of the Moon Goddess. Okay, ooh, blossoming, reversed, unfortunately. So new, like I was saying, new changes are here. New cycles are beginning. Don't block it, because it's right there. It's right there for you all, you know, to take. Trust, absolutely. This is the big one. I feel like this is going to be a theme for many of the signs, is to trust. Trust the process. Trust that the divine and the universe has your back. Trust that your spirit guides and your guardian angels are looking over you, and they're not going to steer you wrong. Because this is all about your healing and going silent, okay? Trusting your intuition. All right, and third, beginnings. Came in reversed. But what was I saying in the beginning of this reading? We are all starting a new cycle. The Taurus and May, the month of May, is all about new beginnings. It's about rebuilding our lives, okay? So yeah, keep those in mind. I think it's beautiful, you know? I know sometimes beginnings can be scary and endings are tough. They're never easy. I get it, you know, I'm dealing with some of my own stuff as well. But it's just all about trusting the process and knowing that, you know, the divine certainly has your back and that it's all for the highest good. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can take these. Let me start again. So this is going to be the Shamanic Oracle deck, okay? And let's see what the shamans have to say about your endings and your healing, you know, and your intuition. Oh my gosh, okay. So we have the Holy Mountain in reverse. We have the Ghost Dance. And we have Flow. Okay. Flow, obviously, is all about water energy and embodying the qualities of water. It's just allowing the changes to happen and allowing the water energy to have that cleansing, purifying effect upon your hearts, your soul, and your mind, and as well as the situation, you know? Like I keep saying, many of the signs have experienced this sort of dismantlation of their world, and it could be with relationships, it can be with career, it could be with family life. Some signs ended big karmic cycles that affected ancestral karma. So big changes, okay? But it's all good. So what I like to do in this part is I like to read from the books. I want to make sure that the symbolism is understood in all these cards. There's a lot here, and you know, I want to make sure that you get the message that you are here to receive. So we're going to start first with the Holy Mountain. This came in reversed, and anytime the Shamanic Oracle cards come in reverse, this is our medicine. Okay, so the meaning of this card is: negative peoples around the earth recognize mountains as places of great power where one encounters spirit, where the gods or goddesses reside. In ancient Greece, Mount Olympus was the home of the 12 main gods and goddesses. In Tibet, pilgrims circumambulated Mount Kailash, to bring prosperity. In Peru, pilgrims climb the ice-capped Mount Asangati to receive the starlight and bring fire to the earth. Okay, so that's what this card means. So your medicine, Aries, is when the holy mountain shows up, it's time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. This is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain, there are no obstacles, only beauty and an unobstructed view of the entire earth. And there's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment or to climb the holy mountain. You already have all that gear you need. Overcome any lethargy, indolence, and laziness, as these are the real obstacles. Yeah, so I think this card is talking about the bigger picture. You know, many of you made changes for a specific reason because whatever was in your life wasn't resonating with you and it wasn't serving your highest good and it wasn't supportive or conducive to the goals and dreams that you're trying to manifest. And I feel like the Holy Mountain is here to say, you know what? Keep going, climb to that top of the mountain and look upon the beauty of your life. Look upon what you're creating and appreciate it. So it also talks about not having to over prepare. You know, it's about taking that action now and moving forward, because like I said, Taurus season is about new beginnings. You know, in Aries, or in Aries season, April season, we set intentions and we planted the seeds that we want to see manifest and come to fruition. And now is the time that that's happening. You know, May is all about regrowth, restructure, rebuilding. Okay, so I like that for you guys. So next up is we have the Ghost Dance. Okay. Oops. Where is it? Okay, and this came in upright. Okay. The Ghost Dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that is wrong with us today, they haunt us. Honor the spirits of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. This includes honoring your own past lives. Okay. So the message for you all is the ancestors have a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar, light a candle to them, and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories. Step into the abundance that is offered to you. Receive the gifts of those that have come before you. Write a new story for your life. I like that for you all. Write a new story for your life. Absolutely. That is perfect and is right in line with everything that we're seeing right now. So remember, your theme cards, I just want to point out, you have blossoming reversed and beginnings reversed. Okay, so don't hesitate or don't resist writing your new chapter. You're in control of your life, you're in control of your destiny, and you're the master, right? I mean, you get to say what you want your life to look like, who you want to have in it. So, yeah, harness that. Okay, flow. There is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in the phenomena such as the tide, the ebb and flow of the oceans and rivers that rise from the earth and then flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement toward a certain destination. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles and reminds you of the sense of allowing. When flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortless movements and the path of least resistance. It's like being within music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guilt or who creates without guile or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. Oh my God, Aries, that's beautiful, right? I mean, because it is talking about the path of least resistance and flowing and allowing yourself to be carried, because you are up leveling, you are moving into your next chapter, your next phase. Yeah, and your reading here has a lot of water energy, so that's beautiful. You know, that's very supportive of what we're seeing. So up next, I'm going to pull from the Rebel Goddess Oracle deck, and we'll just see what comes out. This one wanted to pop. Seeing the true you. Yeah. I feel like this new cycle that we're all starting, we are coming more into our truth, and we're shedding a lot of past labels, preconceived notions of who we should be, you know, things that were taught to us by other people. And many of us are saying no more of that. That's not gonna fit or work with my life right now. I no longer want to be under that type of control or under that type of label. But yeah, it is the time for you to start seeing yourselves authentically. Okay, come to life. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, coming to life. It's all about the new, and many of us, I mean, this change is big. This change is really big. And like I said, Uranus just recently moved into Taurus, so it's going to have an awakening appeal to us. Also, Pluto has gone retrograde, and Pluto is an energy of introspection, spiritual awareness. And I think between now and October is where many of us are going to feel like we need to really examine our lives, examine our direction, examine our dreams, you know. And I think a lot of our dreams are changing, and they're not what you thought they were going to be, because like I said, many of you are shedding past labels. So let me see if I can get one more out. Ah, yes. Diving for light. Yeah, I feel like that goes right along with the intensity card, which is the Knight of Fire, bringing that energy. And then we have the star that also appeared in your reading. So I feel like diving for light is diving for the illumination of the spirit. That's what I really feel that this card is representing. I feel that this is about lighting your way and tapping into your authentic energy and recognizing it. Okay, so before we close, I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Archangel deck just to get some Archangel messages for you all. And again, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for my subscribers. I sincerely appreciate your support and devotion to this channel. I hope that this reading is resonating with all of you. This is all about new beginnings and you know, up leveling, and it's happening all over. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you've enjoyed the content that you've received today, and I hope these messages are also inspiring and uplifting you. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to click the bell so that way you are notified of when I release new content. I typically do release new content on Sundays, and that is I do weekly healing energy reports, and that is a general reading for what's going on for the week. And it's supposed to help complement and supplement you know, what you're receiving here for your specific zodiac sign. Just know that, you know, all of this is general and it may not resonate with all of you. So just take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, but again, thank you all to my viewers, thank you to my subscribers and to my new subscribers. So let's see what the archangels have for us. Indigo and crystal children. Okay, so Archangel Metatron would like to say you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. I feel like that was a big theme that came out with a lot of the mid-month readings, was having people tap into their inner child or working with children, because we can learn a lot from children. They have a unique way of looking at the world and looking at life, and it helps us sort of reconnect with that spirit, you know, that curiosity, that wonderment about life, and to get excited about our lives. And it's that excitable energy, that innocent energy, that sense of adventure that's going to help us dream big and really get excited for the new changes. Up next is prioritize. So this is another message from Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Okay, so this is right along with the new changes that are happening here, is to prioritize what's important to you, what needs to be cleared, what's no longer serving you is no longer serving you. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Don't even think about it. Move on from it, because it's all about you. It's all about your new life and peace. Okay? There is peace for you all, which I love, because central to your reading first out of the deck was the healing card. Okay. Archangel Shamuel says, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Okay. Yeah, I really like that. Tap into your childlike spirit. Have that sense of adventure for your new life, because it's going to help you dream big and help you enjoy life a little bit more. It'll help you lighten up and be a little bit more spontaneous and enjoy the gifts that are around you. Prioritize what you need to focus on and what's worth your energy. What's not worth your energy, don't even pay attention to it. And then peace. Peace is here for you. What I forgot to do, and I always like to pull from these, is I like to do sort of like a divine masculine, divine feminine message. This is the Pure Love Oracle deck. And I usually like to pull 2 cards for the masculine, 2 cards for the feminine. And this is sort of a way to check in to see what the twins and the soulmates have to say to one another. What I've noticed is that a lot of people who are out of union with their twin or soulmates are now coming back into union. There's a lot of reconciliations going on. I saw that a lot in April, and I'm almost positive that's going to be carrying on into May. Yeah. So let's just see. I have 2 for the masculine. I just need 2 more for the feminine. Okay. 1 more. Oh, we got 3. Okay, so I'll take them. We have 3. So masculine would like to say to his feminine, you have my heart, but we need to clear the air with honesty. Okay? And feminine, I feel hurt by you. I am open to love, but I need some more time. Okay? Yeah, so I feel like this is right in line with what I'm seeing across the collective, is that a lot of relationships who are out of union, twins and soulmates, are now coming back. They're now finding their way to one another. There's still a lot of love there. You know, masculine is telling his feminine that she still has his heart, and they need to clear the air with honesty. And the feminine is saying that she is open to love. She needs more time, but she feels hurt. So You know, all is not lost here, and this is definitely fixable. And you have the support of the Taurus energy, which is all about stability, nurturing, tapping into your creative spirit. But it's a very loving, very feminine, very grounding energy, which would be perfect, you know, to have those conversations, to clear the air, and to hopefully help you all resolve any conflicts or issues, and come back into union. Okay? So thank you, Aries. It was a wonderful reading for you for the month of May, and I sincerely hope you have a blessed month. Check out my weekly readings. I do them again on Sundays, and that's for the week. I'll be doing a new moon special report as well, so check out that video when that's published later in the week. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting things. Again, if you're new to my channel, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe if this resonated with you. Comment below. Everybody, I want to get to know all of you. I want to get to know what you all are working on. And have a blessed month, and we'll see you in the middle of the month for your mid-month follow-up, okay? Take care. Have a good week. Bye-bye.